Hello, and welcome back to another episode of The Breakdown. This is Budget Beauty's The Breakdown, and I am Lindsay Beatty. I am the face and the creative force behind Budget Beauty, and we're breaking down looks and makeup that I've worn today and other looks. But specifically, we're breaking down this look that I got on today. So, I want to get started. This has been an interesting look today. I learned some things. Um, and I got a little bit of knowledge and went and did some researching real quick when I discovered. I said, well, let me think about what I used this morning. I know what I used, but let me do a little bit of deep diving on this and find out. Um, so I wanted to do a breakdown because I had figured out what it was I used for this lipstick, and I wanted to share my thoughts on it. So let's get started. So to start, I used the NYX Ultimate Shadow and Liner Primer for my eyeshadow, and it was a good application. I really liked this application. As y'all can see, it is it's a really good smooth application, quick drying. We like quick drying. So yeah, I was very excited about that. I was very pleased with the end result there for that. It went on real quick, and I only needed to use a little bit. And it's my eyeshadow has held up all day. It's also decent eyeshadow, which we're gonna get to in a second, but it's decent eyeshadow. So yeah. Also, so you can tell I wore black today, and this is just a black t-shirt dress, and I wore these cute earrings that I bought. See if I can take one of them off. Because we went over to the Starbucks this morning with work bestie, and and the girl in the Starbucks was like, "Oh, I really love your earrings." So I took them off. These are this is just a skull lady, random skull lady. And I was like, oh yeah, I bought these when I went to the Southeast Punk Flea Market a couple months ago. And so I was like, oh, I'll finally wear these. I was like, either wear this or my Beetlejuice earrings. So I was like, I think I will wear this. So that's what I did. So I figured black, and then I would wear a little bit of red. Pastel. This reads as red on my eyes, but it's really like a pink. It's a mauve eyeshadow. So yeah, there's that. So anyway, that's what I did for accessories, and I did not wear my pearls today. I just wore a black and white bandana in my hair, and this is a new wig that I got, and it's cute. It's cute. So that's the extent of the outfit today. Excuse me, goodness. I'm also tired too. So I've been fighting the urge to yawn for like probably 2 hours here, but yeah, I'm tired. So anyway, continuing on with the makeup. So for the eyes, I used Mr. Soft Pencil here to cut my crease. And we kind of screwed up the cut crease on this eye. I fixed it a little bit. I mean, I can tell where I needed to do some fixing, and I did. I did fix it. And it turned out okay. And then I did over the lash line. I did with the ColourPop cream gel liner in the shade Swerve. I did do over the lash line. Y'all can see if I blink my eye down, you can see it. I did a over. And I also used, let's see if I can find it. For my under eye, I used the NYX Professional Makeup Epic Ink Liner. This is in the shade black. It's just straight up black. But I was very pleased with how my eyes turned out in terms of the eyeshadow and all of that, because I used this shadow stick is Le Shadow Stick by L'Oreal Paris. It is in the shade, let's see, it should be on here, Cloudy Rose. And it's this, y'all can see it's this color. Now, what I like about this shadow stick, it goes on and has a cooling effect. It goes on real easily, and the application is very smooth with primer, and it is highly pigmented and is long lasting. It has not budged. It has held in place. I've touched it multiple times trying to fool with my hair and my face. It has been fantastic, and I really like it, and I'm really thinking hard about getting some other shades. The shade line doesn't seem to be super in depth, but what I did see I like, and what I bought I really like. I ordered that off of Amazon, so I'm thinking I will go back and order some more. I've been looking hard at and considering it, and it wasn't super expensive. That pencil was like $8, I think, $8 or $9, which I expect to pay that because ColourPops are about the same price too, and y'all know how much I love the ColourPop shadow stick. So I expect excellent results. Y'all see I'm just steady yawning. But I expect similar, I got similar results, and so I expect that for about that price. That's pretty good. Now I'm gonna tell y'all somebody else, and I'm very excited, and I know this is not budget. This is not a budget price, but y'all know around here we do splurge every so often on makeup. And those who I splurge for, they have given me proven results, and I really like them if they're high end. I will splurge and get something every so often. So Danessa Myricks has come out with a shadow stick, an eyeshadow stick, and I am very, very excited about that. I really like Danessa Myricks products, and I really like Danessa Myricks herself. So we are going to support Black-owned makeup in this house, and so I'm very excited. She has just come out with the line of these sticks, and I literally am trying to figure out how I'm gonna go to Sephora and get this, because that's where she is. And actually, I don't even have to go to Sephora. I could order from her website because she does have it on her website directly. I follow Danessa Myricks on Instagram, which is how I know all of this. So yeah, I'm really thinking hard about ordering another one of her shadow sticks. But suffice to say, the L'Oreal shadow stick is a fantastic buy, and y'all can see the results here because that's what this is for the eyeshadow. Fantastic. I'm very pleased. Very, very pleased. I mean, absolutely gorgeous application, and it has, like I say, it has a cooling sensation with it, and that's nuts. But it feels a little weird when you swiping it on your eye, and you're like, why my eye feel like it's a cooling sensation? But it's interesting, and it dries down fairly fast too. That's the thing. This dries very fast, so no problems there. Now for the mascara, we used the Essence Lash Princess mascara primer, extra length and volume. That's this beauty right here. And then we went in with some Essence today. So I used the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect version. I really like this. And y'all can see it is giving me very much false lash effect here. If I get up close, you can see it. Also, the black gives me volume. The over the lash line gives me volume. But this is, I do have a lot of lash going on, and they appear to be long. So I used that, and then I did come in behind it with a little Call Me Queen just to spread them out just a little bit. Now that false lash effect, it does in fact give you false lash effect. It does, because of that wand on the false lash effect. But the Call Me Queen does too. So it gives you dramatic false lash effect. So that's why I use it as a secondary. So that completes the eyes. Now, let's talk about this face. I did have to blot a little bit of excess, and I'm slightly shiny right now, but not super shiny. So what I did on the face this morning, I did use my e.l.f. The other day when I did my regular episode, I used the marshmallow primer, and it's okay. I like it. It's okay. It's not my favorite. I actually prefer this e.l.f. For the face. But I used some of this morning, 2 pumps per the usual, and got it rubbed on real good, and I felt like I got a great application of this morning. So this was good. This is, of course, the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer, and I've gotten a lot of stuff on this in the short time that I've had that. But it's been fantastic. I really like it. So then for the foundation, let's talk about this foundation. So I used the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation in the shade Lagos. This is number 240, Lagos. So, as y'all can see, this is a perfect match. And I looked at it under some better lighting today. Perfect match. It's a little red toned for me, but it was a perfect match. So y'all can see the color here of the foundation. It's on the cap here, on both ends of this cap, here and here. It is a perfect match for me, and full coverage. So I did not have to use concealer today at all. No concealer. It is absolutely full coverage. Juvia's Place foundation seems to be very full coverage. Full coverage matte. I'm like, wow. That's that's full coverage. But I don't have to use concealer. So I was very pleased with the face application. As y'all can see, a perfect beat. And I, like I said, I didn't get shiny until, so I put this on about 8:30 this morning, 8:45 when I finished, and it's about almost 6. So probably about 5:30 or so, I blotted my face a little bit to get a little bit of the excess off and calm down some of the shine. And I didn't have to do much. My skin is just, I normally, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what foundation I use, it doesn't matter what concealer I use, what kind of setting powder I used, I'm going to have some excess on my face. And so that's normal. I've gotten used to that. But the finishing powder does help with that. So that setting powder does help. So very pleased with that. And then I did set it with, I used the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Silky Finishing Powder. This is in the shade Warm Honey, of course. My work niece said, she said, "Oh, it give it like a satin finish." She said, "Look like it's a satin finish," and I was like, "It is. It's silky. I like it." So then let's talk about these lips, okay? So I lined it with Mr. Soft Pencil, which we're gonna come in and do a little bit of lining here, because I did wipe some of this off. I did wipe a little bit off earlier. As y'all can see. Okay. So I did want to touch up that little part. So after I lined my lips, I used, for the lipstick, I used the Fenty Beauty Icon Velvety Liquid Lipstick. And it is in the shade 01, the MVP. And that's this. Y'all, I used this in the weekly episode on Saturday. Y'all, this thing, now I put this on, there's a caveat to this. I put this on last, okay? This is still, I have eaten I have drank several things in the time since I put this on this morning. It's still as fresh as if I had never touched it. Okay. That's one of the pros. The drying of this, it's not even a liquid. It's more, it goes on more like a paste that dries down. It's quick drying too. I noted that that it wasn't it went on as a liquid. It didn't go on as a liquid. It went on as a drying paste. It is also quick drying. That's a pro. My lips are pillowy soft with this on. It is lightweight and pillowy soft. We talking like the Sephora brand pillowy soft, okay? Another pro. It is extremely pigmented, deep red, very vibrant. It is that classic siren red that I want. And I've seen pictures of Rihanna with it on. So yes, and she wears that red lip well. So stands to reason that she's wearing her own liquid lipstick. That's another pro. Now let's talk about the cons. This, my friends, charlatans and shitheels, is not transfer proof. It is not. I thought I was tripping, and I was like, maybe I put it on wrong. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I did something that I wasn't supposed to do, and it ain't adhering to my lips like I'm used to with my NYX or my ColourPop reds, okay, or my Sephora reds. I was like, maybe I'm doing something wrong. The first time I did this and I discovered it wasn't transfer proof. I was like, all right, let me go look it up. So I did a little research this morning. Went to the Fenty Beauty website. Okay. Fenty Beauty website. I found it. That's how I discovered what I had, because I had to look it up. I was like, I know what color I got and I know what it is. So let me look it up that way. I looked it up. At no point on that website in the description for this does it say that it is transfer proof. It does not. It does not advertise itself as transfer proof. So know that when you go to get this, it is probably not going to be transfer proof. And I say that because I then went on Reddit, and y'all know Reddit can be a great source of information. And quite a few people on Reddit said, oh, it doesn't budge for me. Okay. Meaning it's transfer resistant for them. Now, for other people, however, in the same subreddit, they were saying in the same post that it moves and it smudges and it does all this stuff. And I said, see, and they said, I believe it works differently for everybody's lips. And I believe that is true. So I wanted to drop a little nugget of knowledge here when it comes to liquid lipsticks. I believe for some people, their skin is just naturally oily. So, and their lips are going to be different. Their lips are like, and the person said in the post that they feel like the lips are an extension of the skin. I also feel that way too. Because though my lip care is different than, say, like I do for my face when I do skincare, I feel like for this, it goes on like it's going to be transfer proof, but then it moves, and it does transfer when I drink something. But like I say, several people posted that when they were drinking stuff, it didn't move, it didn't budge, none of that. Meanwhile, other people were like, man, it smudged all over my mouth. I look crazy. I did looking like the Joker. Yes. So in this case, I am one of those people it smudges for. So in the last 2 days, or last 2 times that I've used this, it has smudged and it has transferred, and I've gotten it all on my fingers. I've gotten it on, I was drinking a can of Coke, because I drink Coke Zero as part of my morning snack, and got it all on the can. Then I drank something else. We went to the Starbucks, and I got a can of something there, some sparkling water, got on the can there. So, and these things were not wet. So I was like, nope, this is not transfer proof. I was like, let me go look this up and see. It's not transfer proof. It wasn't me. I wasn't tripping. So just know that I'm gonna tell y'all I got excellent results out of this. I'm still pleased with it, even though it's not transfer proof. I'm still pleased with this. I mean, y'all, look at this color. This is 9 hours after I put this on, and it is still popping and red. Like, my work bestie was like, "Oh yeah, that's super red." I was like, "You see this liquid lipstick? God, let me tell you." I was like, "I know you don't care about this, but listen, this liquid lipstick from Fenty Beauty is a killer." Okay. Also, too, keep in mind, and I detailed this in the haul, I got this liquid lipstick for like $8. Okay. It was not super expensive. I'm pretty sure this one was only like $8 at TJ Maxx. Y'all, I went on the website to go research all this. That thing was on that website for $29. I was like, wait a minute. $29? $29 for something that's not transfer proof? Okay, but listen, for $8, I don't care if it's transfer proof or not. I will deal with it. I will work with it. So also, work niece, because I told her she had used some Fenty foundation and she didn't like it. She said she didn't like it, and I remember that. This is the same work niece who had me getting that YSL mascara to try out. But she made an excellent point, and somebody else said it too. But she made an excellent point that maybe I could use some setting spray to lock this down. Because that's literally what your setting spray is supposed to be doing, is locking it down anyway. Locking down your foundation and all of that. And everything else too, if you put it there. So I generally, when y'all see me do my makeup and do on camera, I'm not spraying my mouth. I'm kind of trying to avoid that because I don't want to taste it. So, but I'm also not licking my lips with lipstick on either. But she made an excellent point that maybe we could lock it down with some setting spray and or setting powder. And I know people who do, when they do their makeup, most prominently Nikki Tutorials. That's how she's keeping that lip cool. She uses like, she covers her lips. So I'm curious to see if that might work. I am. But I'm so used to everything else that I have being transfer proof. And I can tell y'all, my ColourPop is transfer proof. The NYX is transfer proof. The Milani's transfer proof. Sephora's transfer proof. The Juvia's Place transfer proof. Now I take that back. Now, I've had this Juvia's Place not be transfer proof. And then, but once I get it locked down and it sets and it dries, it is very transfer proof. It is at least at the bare minimum transfer resistant. So, like I say, all of my other ones, my Revlons, my Maybelline, all of those are transfer proof as well. So yeah, I'm curious to see how I can lock this down, because y'all, we got to figure something out for $8 and this kind of result 8 hours after the fact. I mean, look at this. Y'all, look at this. And it is the most vibrant pigmented red I have ever seen. I mean, this is almost like that the Juvia's Place Take a Seat. I was trying to look at the name. Listen, this is an extremely vibrant and full red too. And I have no issues with it. It is fantastic. So, yeah, I'm curious to see what we can do about that. Very curious. The Lulu is very vibrant too, but it's like more of it dries down for me like a burgundy. Not like a deeper wine red. This is more of a deeper wine red. But it too, very, very vibrant, deep red. That's what this is. This is a very deep, vibrant red. And like I say, this is the classic siren red that I really am going for, and that I like when I want a red. Like, I want a red. Matter of fact, it's on par with the Fuego from NYX. This is a very red too. It's a very classic siren red. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure something out with that. But otherwise, the makeup look came together. I set my face with where is it? Oh, the marshmallow setting spray from NYX. I use this to set, and then I used my Sweet Full fan, and that was the completed look. I was very impressed with how this turned out today. I was very impressed. Very pleased with the results. So that has been the breakdown for today. As y'all can see, we did not have any problems with shade matching at all, because when I tell y'all this Lagos is the perfect shade, it is the perfect shade, and it is full coverage. Absolutely full coverage. I do not have to use any concealer. I knock it down a little bit with the mattifying setting powder, but full coverage. I don't have to do anything. Like, y'all can't see any, and I don't really have any trouble spots right now either. If anything, I have trouble spots up here right now. It's slightly irritated up there, but nothing major or anything. Maybe a few tiny little fading spots, but over here it's fairly clear. So that's why I was like, ooh, I don't have to use any concealer at all. But even when I was having some trouble spots and I used that, I didn't have anything going on with this. So yeah. Two, I want to talk about very quickly. I did use my Neutrogena that I bought. I bought some Neutrogena hydrating water cream. Y'all, I love that water cream. It felt so good on my skin. I did do some self-care yesterday, and I did a deep cleanse on my face, and because I hadn't deep cleansed for a couple of days. So I did do a deep cleanse. I used my La Roche-Posay cleanser. I used some toner, and then and I said the other day that the hydrating water cream was going to be like step 2. It's really step 3. So I used that as step 3 to do the moisturizing after I did toning, which I'm so glad I did the toning, because that helps with grabbing those spots that I may have missed with the cleanser. I can get that clean, and get that extra residue off. So, and any like loose skin that I've exfoliated while I'm, like rubbing my face. So, then I put that hydrating water cream on, and y'all, my face felt fantastic. It felt very lightweight, non-greasy, very, very much, and it is supposed to be fragrance free. That's why when I said, oh, this smells like this is fragrance free, it is. Yeah, it doesn't have a fragrance. Yes, it's supposed to be fragrance free. And I, it dried down real quick. It felt really good, and it made my skin very soft after. I was very pleased with that result. So, yeah, I was very, very pleased with the results. And then I did, for step 4, I did put on some, they have some, what is it? Can't remember. It's like the, it's the Persa gel, and it comes in a tube about that big. And I just dotted on my problem spots, my dark spots, if I have any. And that seems to be helpful. So yeah, that was a fantastic buy. It's expensive for that little tiny jar that's about that big, and that jar is about that big. And I'm like, this is a lot of money for this jar. This is so expensive. But it was a good buy. It's a very good buy. I like how it feels on my face. So we're gonna probably use that and invest in it going forward. I'll just have to splurge a little bit on some skincare, which I will. Oh, also too, I use the Laneige. I'm so excited. I used the Laneige, y'all. Oh, that Laneige was nice. I did use, so during the day I put on some lip balm that I got from Bath and Body Works, and it's it was the orange dreamsicle. I use some of that for during the day, because I know like the Laneige is overnight sleeping mask. So I put some of that Bath and Body Works Dreamsicle on, which I love that too. And it helps. And I use it sometimes for the overnight. But then last night, once um I knew I was ready for bed, I taken my I'd done all that I needed to do before to get ready for bed. Um, I put some of the Laneige on, and I used it the night before. I think the night before when I did my makeup episode, I put on some Laneige because I wanted to try it. I opened it up and tried it. Y'all, it make my lips feel so good. It's worth it. The Laneige is expensive, but it's worth it. I was very pleased with that too. So look like we're gonna be splurging on that too. You see, y'all see how Plastique Tiara got me out here buying this Laneige. Workbest said they use Laneige also, so I was like, oh, okay, all right. They don't use the lip sleeping mask. They use the Laneige for other stuff, but I told them that um, I used this lip sleeping mask because I was like, listen, I gotta have something. I gotta put something on my lips, especially when I wear makeup, because taking lipstick on and off just destroys your lips, and it does. It messes with my lips a lot. So, I have to be careful about how often I'm wearing lipstick. I have to be careful about taking it off and paying attention and all that. Same thing with like my mascara. Y'all know how I am with the mascara. So, and I said, yes, taking it on and off, on and off, on and off constantly destroys your lips. So you have to be very careful, or at least I do. So, I like to, once I wash my face and or I get that residue off, I do like to, because I have to wipe my lips with a makeup remover, wipe also. So I will do that, and then I will, wipe it off. I will wipe off my excess and try to do something with the lips. Do a little bit of restoring overnight. So that's why I sprung on the Laneige. Y'all know I've been talking about it for months. I've been wanting to get Laneige. It's been sitting in my makeup list for like months. So yes, I'm so excited, and it is. I have, like I say, I got the peach iced tea. Flavor, and it is, I really like it. It's not overwhelming, even though I like I like peaches, the smell of peaches, and I like real peaches, so that does help. And I missed iced tea. I miss sweet iced tea. I have to drink unsweet because the diabetes. So yeah, I don't mind the scent that they put to that. But yeah, very very pleased. Also too, this has a scent to it. Let's see if I can smell it. Yeah, it has a slight fruity smell to it, slightly. This their Natural Radiance. This is the Juvia's Place Natural Radiance. It also has a fruity smell to it. I like that. It smells really good. So yeah, I like having a nice scent to it. This Fenty has a scent to it too. Kind of. It smells. It smells kind of chemically, but it doesn't really bother me. Like once I put it on, it doesn't smell terrible or anything. I'm trying to see if this Juvia's, because it's something else that I use beyond the marshmallow primer that smells. It's got an interesting smell to it. Juvia's Place has a slight smell to it. I think it's one of these mascaras that has a smell to it. And I think this Juvia's Place does too. Ooh, yes. So this one does have a smell to it. This smells like chocolate. It smells like fake chocolate, but it smells like chocolate. But this is not chocolate color. This is, as y'all can see, this is like a pink. This is this is Juvia's Place, soft mauve, volumizing lip gloss, which I'm starting to run out of. but it's a soft mauve color, and I really like it. It has a cooling effect to it too. I really like it. Trying to see. I'm gonna check this one. This Sephora. This is the Sephora Soft Matte and Easy. Yeah, this also has a smell to it too. I know there's a couple of things that I had that have a scent to them, but they're not overwhelming. I mean, you just smell it. I don't know. I wonder. Let me see. Hold on. I want to see because this Hershey's palette. I'm curious if this smells like chocolate. Let's see. It doesn't smell like chocolate. I'm surprised. This does not smell like chocolate. It smells like eyeshadow, I guess. Smells like eyeshadow. I really like this palette, y'all. And this is the Hershey's Milk Chocolate palette. Eyeshadow palette. It is, I really like it. Y'all know too, like I said, I have relayed the story previously that I am a massive Hershey's fan. I used to get Hershey with almonds before the diabetes. That might have contributed to the diabetes, to be quite honest. I really, and I actually had a Hershey with almonds last night. But that's probably my first and only one in about 6 months. So, my sugar was probably high last night, but I did take my medicine yesterday, so we're probably fine. It's that was probably like a momentary spike, and it probably won't do anything terrible, so we should be fine. But yes, I am a massive Hershey fan, and surprisingly, I've never been to Hershey Park. My mom went with my sibling many years ago when he was little. But she never took me, but she was a massive Hershey fan. And so she took him. But she never took me or anything. But I really enjoy Hershey. So I might get some Hershey miniatures, keep at my desk at work so I can have some chocolate. My friend said he gone to the Sam's and he got his chocolate run. He done his chocolate run. He keeps chocolates, little miniatures at his desk, and I tend to eat them up. So like I might have 3 or 4 of them, which are not bad. In totality, it's not bad. So yeah, they're fine. That's about the size I need anyway. So I do want to thank y'all for watching. This has been a nice look today. I was very pleased. It didn't take me long. It took me maybe about 30 minutes to do all of this and get everything set and locked down. So it really didn't take a whole long time. But I do want to thank y'all for watching and come back and watch more of our series. We have our main series for Budget Beauty, where I do my weekly episodes of a full face of makeup. We have the breakdown here, where I talk about a look that I've already done. And we have the beauty haul, which is where I detail my purchases and my fun things and trips to go buy makeup. So we appreciate the support, and we hope you come back and watch more of our series and learn something while we are talking about makeup in general. Thanks for watching. Peace.